Oh, Death Star droid is loose. Obi-Wan Kenobi is, I think he's factory sealed. I don't see any punctures, but I mean, that doesn't mean that these bags aren't in great condition. She did label everything because, you know, as you can see, she had a category, so she wanted to put them all back. The Luke, looking at the tape, I don't think has been moved. I don't think anybody's been played with this one. From here, it's hard to say. I don't think I see. I mean, there's a lot of wrinklage and whatnot to these things. Han, factory tape looks intact. I'm not seeing any holes. Leia looks completely sealed. I don't think that. I'm taking a look. Looks like her gun slipped between her legs. I think that must be her gun down there. I'm trying to see if there's anything here. Okay, we've got here the Death Star Destroyer Commander. Now take a look and see factory tape is still in the original spot. And I don't know if you can see any. It's hard to say what these are. If there's tears. Now let's see. I'll take a look at Rebel Soldier in Hoth gear. He's got his gun here. I'm not sure about any cuts or anything like that. Factory tape looks still there. Walrus Man is loose. Let's see. This medical droid is opened, so you can tell that it's been opened in the bottom. So that will affect the value. Still in good condition, but you know, not as good as if it was opened. The tape looks okay, I think. I don't know. I don't think it's been peeled back, but it looks kind of funky to me. The Kenner logo, she labeled everything. You can see, I don't know. Okay, that's one. Snaggletooth is loose, but she always kept her gun with them, so she would tape the gun on the inside. You can see that this little plastic tray that was come from because she got that from the blister pack, and so she would, she would try to keep them together. Here's C-3PO. Not seeing a hole. Let's see, the factory tape is still in the same position. Okay. And this is a take apart C-3PO with the bag that was supposed to go with him. This is obviously loose, so that's not as valuable. I think there's a figure that I should put there, that one I was showing you earlier. So this here is AT-AT driver. I'm not certain. There's the factory tape. Let me take a look at it, see if I can see anything. Okay. I don't know. Loose Jawa. There's a hole in this one. You can see that there. You can see that. And that's the AT-AT Commander. I think his name was, I can't remember which one it was. It's played by the same guy in the movie he was in the Indiana Jones movie. But I don't know, I don't think he captured his likeness very well. But yeah, somehow there's a hole that pierced through both the front and the back. As if someone poked it. Which pisses me off, but oh well. This is what it is. This is medical droid 21B. Factory tape is in the same position. His little lance thing is right there. Not certain about that. Let's see. Here we got our Rebel Commander. Some of them have basically, it's not really entirely perforated, but it looks like the like it's almost, you know, the tape is still there in this right position, but I don't know. The bags are just kind of what they are, I guess. Here's Han Solo. I think, I'm not sure if that's a cut or not. I can't tell. Looks like maybe a little tiny scratch. But, he's largely intact. This doesn't have any factory tape on it. This one is the sealed baggie. Here is Boba Fett. I'm not sure if that's a hole or not. That's not a, no, it's not a hole. And there's writing on it, Kenner logo. Oh, there is a hole down here. There's a tear there. Crap. And let's see. Yep. Let's see about. Yep. There's a lot of cuts on this one. I see them myself. So yeah, even though Darth Vader, he's in good condition. There is some holes on the. There's some slashes in the bag right there. You can see. All right. I don't know if it's just because the plastic is just old, or if it's just impact, you know, something that happened in transit. I couldn't tell you. Let's take a look at the other ones. No, this Yoda is absolutely opened, but he's, you know, still in good shape. All things considered. This one you already praised. This one's got a hole in the side there, and even though he's got all his accessories, but that tape is yellowed. This one is, let me take a look at it. Your Biker Scout, the one you were interested in. This one doesn't have any factory tape on it. You see his little gray gun there. I don't see any holes in the bag. I don't think that, yeah, I think this one's good and sealed. Here's Admiral Akbar. She got the variation. I had the same figure, and it didn't have it didn't have this kind of, I don't know, tan kind of top. It was all white. So I don't know how she got a tan one. But there's, yeah, you can see a little slash in the plastic on over the face. And here's a loose Luke. Enough of that. He's got his gun though, so I don't know if that's something. Here is factory tape is in the same position of Ugnaught. I couldn't tell you. The bags look like it has kind of scratches in it, but I don't know if they're slashed or not. If they just look like that. These have been up in a closet. This was an IG-88, but I think I snuck that one off at one point after losing my own, which was a shameful thing, an embarrassment. A couple loose figures. But he's somewhere in another collection. Let's see. Han Solo. Looks factory tape is in the right place. I couldn't tell you about the bags. It's got so many different wrinkles. I don't see any holes in it, but it's hard to say. Now let's see. Here is Lando. It's done. Factory tape is in the same place. Doesn't look like. I don't see any holes in this one. Let's see. Chewbacca. Oops. Let's see. Factory tape looks intact, but there is, you know, it's folded, and there's a hole down. You can see that it's foot. I don't know how that is. It's like it's kind of like they did an imperfect job. Because he's so tall, they did an imperfect job sealing this up. So even though the factory tape hasn't been moved, and I haven't played with it, it's like I'm screwed anyways. Oh well. right. Loose R5D4. That's the figure I got when my sister was born. Well, I didn't get that one. I had my own. There's R2D2. They're both loose. Leia Organa is loose. She has her gun. Even if they're loose, they still have their accessories. Show you like that. So, here is the Stormtrooper. I remember having this figure. My brother pissed me off because something he did when this Stormtrooper, when like Return of the Jedi came out, he couldn't wait for an Imperial Guardsman, and he took our Snowtrooper and painted it red to make it look like the Emperor's Guards. Okay, here's Imperial Commander, but I think it's known as Admiral Piet. This tape is in the right place. I'm not seeing holes, but you might have a closer eye than I do, or a sharper eye for that sort of stuff. Here is Twin Cloud Car Pilot. I fiddled around with it until I got these. I probably shouldn't have played with these baggies, but I kind of pushed the weapons up until I got them into his hands. I don't know why I thought that would be a good idea, but I don't know. I thought it would be less likely to slip out or something. But he's got his little factory tape is still there. I never opened it. Let's see. She wouldn't let me open them. She was very pushy about that. Rebel Commander, another one. This is the Endor one. Factory tape. I don't see any real perforations on this. Let's see. Oh, there's a big slash on this one. Goodness gracious. Yeah, forget. Poor guy. Bespin security guard. That one just completely opened up. And then Forlom. It's open. That was the one she sent off for. Zuckuss, which we know they got the names wrong on this, but they fixed it later. I don't see. I don't even know if this one has tape on it. Let's see. This one's sealed completely. Yeah. If you look on the bottom, there's no tape there. I don't think so. Sears, I don't think Sears really cared about the packaging as much as collectors do. This one's open on the bottom. You can see tape came off of the Imperial TIE Fighter pilot. This one looks like it's got slashes in the plastic. I can't tell. I don't know. It looks like it. I don't know if it's going through or if it's perforated it. Or maybe they're just cuts. I don't know if they're cuts or not. Let's take a look. I don't think I can get my finger. I don't know if those are cuts or not. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I think those are cuts. How did that happen? Anyways. There's Nadine. This is running a little long. And then pardon the mess. Okay, so Wicket is not hers. That was actually mine. I gave that to her, and yes, it had been played with, and I lost the spear. So embarrassed about that. This Nia Nub, or no, this is Bib Fortuna. He's in great shape. A bit excited for the fact that it's got. I mean, I think when they started switching, I think for the Return of the Jedi, Kenner must have upped their game a little bit and got some better. Well, there's a little tear in the baggie there. So yeah. Here is Reese. I don't know. Might be another perforation in there. I can barely see it, but a lot of them I think are. It's crazy that just a little tiny perforation, because I think that they came, you know, the perforations probably came from being stored like this. Yeah. So there's a little tiny hole in that one, in Weequay. Still has his fingers. They're like new, but I guess collectors really want that stuff to be brand new. And I don't know. This probably has a hole in it somewhere. I just can't see it. It looks like there's little kind of scratches or something. I don't know. Probably gonna fiddle with it until there is one. Let's see. Here is Klaatu. Was that his name? This whole time? I didn't know that. Wasn't that the name of like one of the Klaatu? Wasn't that the name of the character in oh god, that one. They remade it with I mean, brain fart now. Made it recently, but these like the one where he goes to Washington D.C. and holds the world hostage or something like that. Klaatu Nikto or something, I can't remember. So this is Lando Calrissian. Gift card disguise. Get through this wicket. Here's Luke, and yeah, that one's open all the way on the bottom. I think. Jedi Knight outfit. He's probably got his sword in there still. I hope he's got his sword in there. If he doesn't have his sword in there, I'm gonna be bummed. I don't know if I should bother fishing with it or save that to the evaluator. This one's obviously, you notice that it's open on the top. So, man. This one's also open on the top. Here is a squid head. And I think this one's in good shape. I don't think there's any... This one's factory seal, doesn't have any tape on it. And I don't even think there's any perforations on it. The baggie's a lot softer. There might be a little tiniest of perforation right. I don't know if you can see that. Right there, I'm not sure. But it's crazy. And then here is Chief Chirpa. And he's sealed up good. Totally sealed. And yeah, I don't even see any holes in this one. I think I don't know, sometimes I think the Sears, yeah, and I think that's all of them. Sometimes Sears, I think, does a better job than other years. But, you know, tell me what you think.